I'm Brittany Peterson, and welcome to 88 Blue, a program about WLC warriors leading from a Christian perspective. On this episode, you will experience highlights from Winterfest, visit an exciting winter term class, and get to know one of WLC's dedicated servant leaders. First, let's take a look at one of the annual highlights here on campus, Winterfest. This year, Winterfest was held the first week in February. Highlights include a Fat Tuesday concert, a pep rally, a Warrior Olympics, men and women's basketball games, which they both won. There was also a halftime appearance from the Milwaukee Bucks High Flyers. Winterfest was capped off by a dinner and dance held at the Milwaukee County Zoo. As you can see, Winterfest is a great way for students, faculty, and alumni to warm up the cold Wisconsin winter. Speaking of warm, movies are made in warm and sun-filled Hollywood, right? Well, not necessarily. During winter term, 11 WLC students worked on the making of a feature film in Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. Yes, you heard me right. Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. This is the home of Salty Earth Pictures, an independent, nonprofit movie studio that creates Christ-centered movies. 5 students from the Digital Cinema and Media program and 6 from the theater program had an opportunity to learn what it takes to make a movie both in front and behind the camera. The movie being shot is The Return, a fantasy allegory that will be released worldwide this coming fall. WLC students traded in the traditional classroom for a hands-on production experience.
So I approached the film first as an actor, and then Professor Zambo directed the film. Him and I started talking about a J-term class where we could have students involved in this as well, and I really wanted to have a class that would allow students to really experience what it is to be part of a feature film. So while I was acting, I was also an instructor. As an instructor, I was really focused on making sure those students observed a lot of what was going on. Professor Zambo and I talked a lot about how we can get them on camera and they can have that experience as well. So it really was a two-headed monster for me. I needed to make sure that I took the time to prep for Yachted so that when I was on screen, I was clearly telling the story. At the same time, I needed to take that hat off and be able to be an instructor and not just instruct my students and give them knowledge, but also help them along so that they felt confident and comfortable being in front of the camera and being on the film set. I think we worked really hard to make sure all the students felt comfortable even off screen, making sure that they felt part of the family, which they were.
Students even had a chance to meet with the leads, who shared their experience on working in the movie industry and offered tips on succeeding in show business. For those who know that they want to be actors or producers, this is a great way to learn from those who are already doing. But for those who are struggling with their future or may need some extra help, there are also professionals standing by at WLC to provide guidance. One of those dedicated people is Dr. Rhoda Wolle.
Hi, I'm Dr. Wolle, and my role here at Wisconsin Lutheran College is Dean of Student Success. And in that role, my goal is to help every single student that attends WLC be successful and ultimately walk across that stage, get the diploma, and then go out into the world and make their impact for our Lord's kingdom. So some of the different things that we offer here in the Student Success Center and in my area, we have career development, professional development, and internship opportunities. We have lots of academic support, so if students are trying to figure out how do I learn? My background is in educational psychology, so I like to study the brain and how different learners learn. And so we can help students understand their unique learning style, how to best study for exams, how to take effective notes, just time management. Sometimes studying at different times of the day helps. We also have about 40 different peer student tutors that are available to help students, everything from chemistry and biology to Mandarin Chinese to calculus. So a lot of peer tutors that can help explain, re-explain concepts. So a lot of academic support here in the center. We also have 2 other student success counselors besides myself that can meet with students one-on-one and help them figure out how to maximize their success at WLC. As far as how I came to this position and my background, I was never going to be a teacher. When I went to school, school was not my passion, but I went into another field, and after working in that field for a while, realized it's not what I wanted to do the rest of my life. So at 27, I went back to college to be a teacher, graduated on my 31st birthday, and taught high school for a while, and then did my master's in educating students at risk, and kind of had a passion for helping kids figure out how to be good at school. Got into some counseling, and then ended up getting my doctorate in educational psychology. Now I teach here at the college on our education faculty, and also this role with student success. So absolutely love what I do. I look forward to getting up every day is a different day with different challenges. I love working with the students here at WLC. And as far as my prayer for our WLC students, I believe very strongly that the Lord has gifted every person with a unique set of gifts that He's created for His purposes. And so I say my goal is to inspire others to find their inspiration. What is it that they love to do? What are they passionate about? How can they make a difference in the world? And how has God uniquely gifted them to do that? And if I can help them discover that, so that's part of my prayer, that our students can figure out who they are in Jesus and how do they use those gifts to serve Him by serving the people around Him. And then also sometimes we don't know exactly what that is at 18, 19, 20, and that's challenging. So then my prayer is the students just trust that their Lord has a plan, be faithful today, and as you go through and be faithful, He seems to open doors in areas that He wants. So those would be my primary two prayers for our WLC student body.
As you can see, there is a lot of opportunity for the WLC family to play, learn, and grow in service and faith. Thanks for joining us on this episode of 88 Blue. We look forward to coming to you again soon with more on warriors leading from a Christian perspective. I'm Brittany Peterson. Bye for now.